Derpy Moose 99 here with episode 5 of Banished with megamod 8 on a Jack and Jill start. We are up to 20 citizens, and currently we have a housing crisis, and we also have some chickens that are waiting in the trading dock here to find a home. So the other things that happened last time is we started a little chain of furnace fuel and iron ore into iron production via the smelter. And then this cool little village blacksmith to turn out some iron tools for us. We're also planning a tiny quarry down here. Stone's becoming harder and harder to get, and we've only got the one trading dock right now, so it's going to be pretty slow to bring in stone. So we'll have a small source of stone down there. So just before we get started here, I think what I'm going to do is ultimately I want a pasture in here. You know what, let's just make it about 15 by 15 for now. Alright, so that's going to take a little bit to build, and those chickens have actually been waiting in the trading dock for a while, and they will. If you leave them there too long, I think they'll expire. So let's find a spot where we can put just a temporary pen in here. So if we say, I'm sure that's plenty. And that's only needs one to be cleared. So let's quickly clear that and just put the chickens briefly in there until this pasture can be done. And then we'll get back to building our houses that we need here. Alright, quick run through. We got 112 logs, we got 32 stone, a bit of iron. Firewood's decent and food is not good, but we are fully maxed, or we're not fully maxed. We will be fully maxed. Okay. It'll be a little harder to build things here, but I'm sure we'll have some new folks soon. Our quarry has been built. Oh, interesting. You can't upgrade this one. Okay. Note for the future. Okay, guys, how long does it take to remove one? You know, I actually have a feeling that was a bit of a mistake, so why don't we just do that? I was thinking we could plunk down a pasture fairly easily, but I forgot the fenced ones need logs for construction, so we might as well just build the 15 by 15 down here. It's be a little slower, but and if our poor chickens don't make it, they don't make it, but they look like they're fairly happy in the pen for now. Okay, so we've got our one log cabin here. And the other thing, I think when we got a moment here, I'm going to activate this barn so we have some place to put tools and some place for chicken eggs and feathers and stuff like that. So there's one log cabin. Now I believe we needed two more, so there's a boy there and a boy there. And a soon to be there, although... Okay, and we got a trader coming in. What did you bring us? Logs. Oh, nice. Okay, and are you set up? Yes, you are. Okay, we'll buy those logs. I think what I'll do is just set up a small auto purchase right now. So we'll say 500 logs, 50 stone, and 50 iron, just on the auto. And then we can purchase more if we need to. If our fuel falls too low, then we'll have to turn that off. Okay. Another log cabin. One of our hunters moved in, good. And that's our forester on question mark there. And our fuel refinery there. We have 20 fuel left, so. Okay, we've got another laborer. Okay, another log cabin. Okay, there's another laborer there, but there's a 70-year-old there. And I don't think there's any brides at the moment, so maybe we'll just kind of wait that one out. Okay, let's get everybody on the pasture over here. Multiple prioritizations, because it doesn't help, but it's fun. Okay, tools are pretty decent. We're at 50. Out of curiosity, what's our tool composition here? We've got 55 iron. So interesting. So we switched from stone tools, and I don't know if they would have grabbed those preferentially or if they just used them really quickly. Interesting though. Okay, our chicken's still kicking, still pecking. In a pasture. Now it's looking for logs, so I wonder if we do something like that, if that would help. Well, I'd say it'd have to help because we're out of logs, so. All right. Here comes our pasture, and we even have a person to be a herdsman. Okay, chickens, we're getting you a spot. Alright, how are we doing the houses on another? Well, we have enough stone. Why don't we complete log cabin? Or should we go salt box? Let's go to salt box. Alright, in our pasture, chickens. And I think one herdsman's going to have to be enough for now. Alright. Hey guys, get going. Too comfortable. You guys aren't in lockdown, come on. Okay, I wonder, our logs are pretty low. I wonder if it's time to sort of finagle a couple of people back into the forestry node and start some chopping. Why don't we do that? Okay, let's start to cut. We can go max 4, but we're only going to go 2 for now. And say 100 logs. Okay, so we'll cut up until 100. And hopefully we'll bring a few more in from the trader. Okay, food's abysmal. This is not good. Okay, we're gonna start to need, or we're starting to need another food source here pretty desperately. Now, slamming in a fishing hut. We don't really have the manpower for it, though. And we just added another gathering hunter, so let's just see. I don't know if I wasn't paying attention again, or if that seemed to have just snuck up on me there. Okay. I think we only need one of these houses. Kind of on hold here until we can get some more people. So let's have some graduations. We have 3 students at the moment. Okay, the food's bouncing back a little bit. How many woodcutters do we have? Only 1. Alright, tools are okay for now. Alright, well, let's get this house built. Now, I know we've got a rice farm waiting over there. We're going to put an industry trader there. Well, you know what? Let's put a fisherman. I'll use one of the dock ones. Not super excited to have this, but might be better than dying, I guess. Alright, so we're going to do the fisherman and a meat locker. I think that seems reasonable. Oops, that meat locker could be a bit farther over. You know, why don't we just build the fishing dock so we can see where it is and figure that out. Got a bit of a hill here too, so. Why don't we just level that all down? Food's just not, bounced up to 500, but it's just not making it. Okay, the fishery's not going to be much use until we have some storage. We don't have the market and we don't have the barn yet. Right, that part's done. And just to check, yeah, That's all done too. Alright. Let's have a look at this. Alright, so meat market there. Alright, something like that. Let's get that meat market going. We have the logs and the stone for that. Yeah, we have a couple people we could put in there. Not enough women. Okay. Now what are you? Is that an island or an artifact? Alright, this isn't not really what I planned on doing this episode, trying to get us killed by starving to death, but it's banished and things happen. Alright guys, build like your life depends on it here. Now, if you were foods or seed, I'd be quite happy with that. Oh, cabbage seeds, on demand. That was like magic. Alright, now we can sustain it with the firewood. Alright. We carefully planned by not having fields ready. Let's do a 12 by 10. Alright, and a little storage barn. Zero food, that is not good. Alright, there's our meat locker. Let's get 2 people working the fishery. Now it's early spring. Yeah, you know, 1 forester out, sorry. And we need to get this farm going. Alright, let's see if that helps us survive. Now, I don't know if these chickens are producing anything. A few eggs, that's something. Okay, fish has started. Well, that was a little closer to the edge than I would like to be. Now, there still would have been food in the houses and stuff like that, but I'd prefer to see something like 10,000 food, not 335, so. Tools are 44, we gotta keep an eye on that too. Alright, let's get that done, guys. Alright, there's a few people graduating. We have a builder there, gatherer. Wow, tons of young males, but alright, there's our small barn. Soon to be cabbages. Okay, we need a house, so we'll build one up by the fishermen here. It's really dangerous only having one laborer. If our school teacher dies, we have to jump on that pretty quick, because the school teacher dies, there's sort of this, we'll only lose 3 students, but if there's nobody to replace the school teacher, you lose all your students, so. Tools are down to 39. Log and stone's okay. Firewood is not great. Yeah, we're back. We backfilled to 625, so we're doing okay. Alright, 1198 on the food. This cabbage is starting to come in. Decent amount of fish. Alright, we haven't even been able to play with a quarry or anything, but as of right now, we don't really need it. Alright, a few more people. Let's see how we're doing for... Alright, this person will use that house. And probably become a fisherman. Or a farmer. Okay, let's go one more fisherman. Now I think I owe one back to the forester here. Alright, here's a trader. Rice and eggs. Bingo. Alright, that's 1 and 8 and 8. Again, we got 368 in stock, so we're okay there. Trade dismiss. So, okay, so over here we have our rice planter. Yeah, over here. Okay, the other thing is we got some eggs. Alright, so not a great place to put it, but just to start with. We'll build a dock chicken breeder in kind of a strange place, but alright, so that'll take some of the eggs, build that. just to get us a source of eggs in the future in case that trader doesn't come back for a while. But my priority would be getting the rice planter going. Now, it's not a great place for a rice planter. This is just kind of a placeholder to make sure we captured 100 rice and get it to go in there. So that what I'm trying to say is, so that people didn't eat all the rice, we have enough to build the planter, and that way if we turn this on and capture the rice properly, we can use some of that rice to feed people, but we can also use it to build additional rice planters. Alright, food's up to 1569. That seems to be crisis averted for the moment. Although I wouldn't discount another crisis. So let's get a few more 12 by 10s here. Alright, so the planter's there. Okay, we captured enough eggs, enough rice for those two, that's good. Tools are at 30. Why don't we try and get this done, just sort of slip a priority in amongst all the other priorities. Still need a house for you. Alright, there's our rice planter. Now, we don't really have the people to work you, so we're just going to put you back on pause. But we have you in an emergency, we have you a source for the future. Okay, I guess this is getting built first because it's closer to the central area. How much cabbage did we get out of that? 506. I would expect better this year. We do sort of need another house. But let's get the barn done and those fields. Yeah, that bottomed out at 0, which is never good. Okay, there's the barn. Okay, I think getting this barn would be useful. Okay, there's our chicken breeder. Don't really have anybody to work you for the moment either. Now with that chicken breeder, we can actually add a couple of them. It'll produce eggs and also feathers, and we'll get a few feathers out of the hunter here. And if we throw a reed farm in somewhere, we can start making survival coats, which are better quality than the hide jackets, and we can also trade them too. They're worth 15 for trade. So I think the next house we're going to build, I think I'll build it right there. Okay, tools are 23. I think what we're going to do is we're going to put somebody into fuel briefly. We have 66 iron, so it's not terrible for iron, so we could put somebody directly into the blacksmith, but let's get a little shot of fuel. Let's see what this produces this time too. Okay, there's a trader bringing carrots. Why don't we just buy 240 carrots just for fun? Thank you. Oh, where'd you go, farmer? Come back. I guess it's only late autumn. We shouldn't panic. Okay, that was 560. That's a little better in the crop field. I would expect more over like 650-ish kind of thing. But we shall see. Alright, there's our house up. A refinery. Alright, let's take the builder out. And let's turn on our blacksmith. And why don't we say... let's up the tool limit to 100. Won't get there from the looks of it, but let's just build a bunch for a stockpile. If we can get up near 100 fuel with the refinery here, we'll turn that off and then put that worker over into the smelter. Okay, quick look at our population. Need another house. Now, we didn't quite get our genetic balance here. I'm actually interested to see if we're going to be able to survive this. We have a huge population of males and not very many females right now. I think we're in for a bit of a contraction. Okay, I wonder how much lumber we have left, just on another note. 12. Okay, and fuel's at 0. Are you backfilled? Yes. Alright, I guess our refinery wasn't helping by using up the firewood. So let's get that out, and we'll put a refiner instead of into the smelter, we'll put them into the sawmill here. Or no, we won't. Okay, forester out again, I guess. We have 370 logs, so. Well, that's over the half hour that I targeted. Unfortunately, that episode, it was nothing much that I'd planned. We did get the chickens a new home, which is good. And we're up to 9 chickens, which I think we started with 6. I started with 20 people. We now have 27. But I did try and get us killed with a food shortage there, which to me we're up to 3,500. So it looks like we got out of that. But it was a dicey one. So I have to think about what we want to do next. I think with the way our population worked out, we might be in for a period of lull here with all the males and not that many women. So I might think about running this one ahead before we do another episode, just to make sure that we have something we can do other than sit here watching it and hoping for babies. So, all right, so that was episode 5 of Banished with megamod 8 on a Jack and Jill start, and I'm Derpy Moose 99. Thank you.